A pleasant good morning to everyone. It is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that I warmly welcome you to today's handing over ceremony of the IICA NBD ESG Schools Project, a collaborative effort by the National Bank of Dominica, the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Thank you all for joining us in celebrating the positive impacts made possible by collective dedication and commitment. Welcome once again, and let us have an inspiring and memorable ceremony. Please join me in standing as we invite the presence of God into our midst this morning. Almighty and eternal Father, we gather before you today with grateful hearts. We approach your throne of grace, thankful for life, health, strength, and this opportunity to celebrate the fruits of dedication, collaboration, and innovation. We ask for your blessing upon this ceremony, upon our students, teachers, and partners who have worked tirelessly to make this project a success. Guide us continually towards sustainable and responsible stewardship of your creation. Grant us wisdom to nurture our youth, empower our communities, and build a brighter future for our nation. May today's celebration inspire ongoing commitment, unity, and action. Continue to use us as vessels of positive influence that we may create lasting impacts. All this we ask in your precious name we pray. Amen. Mr. Ryan Anselm, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Mr. Ricky Brumant, Director of Agriculture. Mr. Anthony Cyril, IICA Technical Specialist in Dominica. Mrs. Miranda Stevenson, Technical Officer, Projects and Services. Mr. Kian Stevenson, Technical Officer, Extension. Mr. Cedric Charles, Deputy Managing Director, National Bank of Dominica Limited. Ms. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager, National Bank of Dominica Limited. Mrs. Thea Lafogatson, NBD Brand Ambassador and Olympic gold medalist. Teachers and students of the St. Luke's Primary School, the Daly's Primary School, and the Dominica Community High School, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, IICA and NBD, the media, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning to all. It is a great pleasure and honor to welcome you all today as we celebrate the exceptional achievements of the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture and the National Bank of Dominica Environmental, Social, and Governance Schools Project. I am deeply appreciative of the enthusiasm, commitment, and creativity demonstrated by our students, educators, and invaluable partners. As the Agriculture Extension Coordinator of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, I have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the tremendous impact of this program on our youth. Through this initiative, we have planted seeds of knowledge, responsibility, and resilience, empowering our young people with the tools and skills needed for sustainable food production and enhanced nutrition security. This initiative embodies a core mission of the ministry to equip our youth with critical agricultural skills, promote food and nutrition security, and cultivate a generation committed to sustainability, innovation, and resilience. Through this project, we are directly advancing several key sustainable development goals, and these are SDG 2, Zero Hunger, by fostering food security and promoting sustainable agricultural practices. SDG 4, Quality Education, by providing hands-on practical agricultural education and environmental stewardship. SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, by instilling sustainable consumption and production habits among our youth. And of course, SDG 13, which speaks on climate action, by nurturing climate resilient agricultural methods and empowering our students to respond proactively to climate change. The long-term impact of this project are transformative and far-reaching. By embedding essential agricultural knowledge and sustainability principles into the educational experience of our students, we are creating empowered young leaders capable of driving meaningful change. This strengthens Dominica's agricultural sector, promotes innovative approaches, enhances food security, and lays a robust foundation for a sustainable and resilient economy. Furthermore, this initiative aligns seamlessly with Dominica's broader vision of becoming a climate resilient nation. By preparing our youth to effectively tackle the challenges posed by climate change, we foster a generation that is environmentally conscious, equipped with practical solutions, and actively engaged in securing a sustainable future. The collaboration between IICA and the National Bank of Dominica has been nothing short of transformative, helping our schools to embrace small space farming, advocating for food self-resilience, and creating tangible income opportunities for our students. Today's handing over of tools and equipment symbolizes not an end, but a powerful commitment to ensuring these seeds continue to flourish and bear fruit for generations to come. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our committed partners, IICA and the NBD, for translating this visionary project into reality, and to our dedicated educators for their unwavering guidance and support. To our outstanding students, we call you our ESG ambassadors. You embody hope, ingenuity, and a brighter, more sustainable future for Dominica. Thank you all for joining us today. Together, let us continue to strive to build a nation where sustainability thrives, communities flourish, and future generations prosper. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now call on Mr. Ricky Brumant, the Director of Agriculture, to give the introduction. Make him feel welcome as he approaches the podium.
Mr. Ryan Ansel, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. I can call my name. Mr. Anthony Cyril, the Technical Specialist for IICA. Mr. Cedric Charles, who is the Deputy Managing Director, National Bank of Dominica. Ms. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager, National Bank of Dominica. Ms. Yanel Bruno, of course, our School Agriculture Coordinator, National. Mrs. Tia Lafon Gatson, a phenomenal woman, and brand ambassador for the NBD, and of course, Dominica's very own Olympic gold medalist. Teachers and students, principals of the various schools, and of course, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture and IICA attached to us. Invited guests, of course, media. My battery may run out just now, but let me. So it is a great pleasure, pride, and purpose, of course, I stand before you today to witness the remarkable act of support, partnership, and vision where our corporate, developmental, and governmental partners join hands in sowing seeds of knowledge, sustainability, and empowerment for the next generation. Today's handing over of agricultural tools to three of the School of Vigilis, of course, is the best one, is much more than of course, ceremonial. It is a statement that says we believe in our children, we believe in education, and of course, we believe in the land that sustains us. Let me first express heartfelt appreciation to the National Bank for its unwavering commitment to this process of social responsibility and youth development. Your investment in this initiative is a testament, of course, of your recognition of agriculture primarily, that it remains a key pillar of our economy, and of course, an essential component of our national identity and the future. To our partners at IICA, Mr. Cyril and Mrs. Dominic, a very large staff, of course, on agriculture, your leadership and technical guidance continue to transform the agricultural landscape in our beautiful country and, of course, the region. Your collaborative approach and your belief in grassroots development make you a vital ally, of course, in shaping resilience and food secure communities. And so the advent of Dailies being part of this initiative, driving down Fortoma by the school, I saw 2 cows, tied where the agricultural garden would have been. And so, envisioning, I saw yellow melons, and I saw white potatoes, and I saw a greenhouse filled with tomatoes and cucumbers, and I saw a fruit orchard with probably 40 different fruit trees, and I saw a small goat pen and probably a small poultry pen. This is going to happen. And a fish pond. And so piece by piece, all of them are falling in place. And in discussion with Ken Coppell, my radar is always up for an opportunity. So talking with Mr. Coppell at the time, technical specialist at IICA, he whispered to me about an initiative from the NBD. And naturally, the rest is history. So what we witness here today is basically driving past 2 cows. And of course, we are very happy for that. And to the Ministry of Agriculture, PS, and your staff, thank you, of course, for ensuring that agriculture is not only practiced, but it is taught, it is appreciated, and integrated into our education for our young minds. And we have moved in that direction, certainly having a able coordinator to support us in that. And so we as a ministry are really sowing the seeds alongside the bank and alongside IICA to ensure these children will grow in these efforts. We initiated in Dailies at the primary school what we call HEAL. H is health, E is education, A is agriculture, and the last one with love. But it was not just a school thing. It was a community-oriented thing. And so the school has provided to the community the yields of their garden. And in doing so, they were able, of course, to not rely so much on the government to fetch the resources for their school feeding program. And as we continue that, and I believe the National Bank certainly will see this social need in that case, and they'll, of course, open up the purse further next year to have us continue this partnership in ensuring that the mouths are fed. So we will produce, with your support, to feed the mouths. Okay? This is an initiative provides practical tools for our schools, embodies the vision of a productive and self-sustaining Dominica. It gives students the opportunity to learn by doing, to cultivate love for the land, and to see agriculture not just as a tradition, but as a science, a business, and a career filled with opportunity. And I wish this room was filled with older farmers as well. This would be just as good for them. We recognize the value of early exposure to agriculture as small kids. I think I probably know all of their names. That's important. Especially in a time when the world is grappling with food insecurity, climate change, and the need for greater sustainability. Our children must be equipped not only with knowledge, but with the tools and confidence to innovate, adapt, and lead. To the schools receiving these tools, use them well. Well, Norman and I will make sure to use them well indeed. Let your school gardens become living classrooms where theory meets practice and where lessons in patience, responsibility, and environmental stewardship are sown alongside seeds. Let us be the beginning of something meaningful and lasting. Our theme for Heal and Hope is let us grow together. In closing, let us remember, when we invest in agricultural education, we plant more than just crops or raise livestock. We plant hope. We plant a future of security. Hope for a greener, more secure future. Hope for a healthier community. And hope for a generation that will honor the land and rise with it. Ladies and gentlemen, may this be one of the many such collaborations. And they know we're instilling that in them. Many such collaborations as we strive to grow together, rooted in purpose, watered by partnerships, and of course, blooming with promise. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brumant, for such inspiring words. And now we will have some remarks by Mr. Anthony Cyril, IICA Technical Specialist in Dominica, on behalf of Mr. Greg Rawlins, IICA Representative in the ECS. Please make him feel welcome as he approaches the podium.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Ryan Ansem, PS Agriculture. Mr. Ricky Bruman, Director of Agriculture. Mr. Stephanie Charles, Deputy Managing Director of the NBD. Ms. Yamel Bruno, our Chair and Coordinator for Schools Agriculture. Ms. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager NBD. And Ms. Theola Fogatson, our Brand Ambassador, and our Olympic medalist who makes us very proud. Teachers, students of the respective schools, and the staff of NBD, IICA, and Ministry, good morning. I would like to say on behalf of Mr. Rawlins, who is based in Lucia, his apologies for not being here today. He really wanted to be here because one of the things he's very proud of and love is youth and agriculture. Unfortunately, I had a meeting with FAO, so he couldn't put aside. So I will humbly try and fill his shoes. Today is an honor to stand before all of you all and celebrate the successful conclusion of this NBD IICA ESG program. It's an initiative which is very transformative and that it embodies the shared vision of sustainable agriculture, youth empowerment, and rural well-being for all institutions involved. Over the past few months, this project has brought to life innovative solutions for food security, waste management, and agri-education. Throughout this project lifetime, we've witnessed school gardens with demonstrated sustainable practices like composting and water harvesting, artistic murals that reconnect communities with their agrarian heritage, blending culture, tourism, and agriculture. The students were exposed to cutting-edge ag techniques such as tissue culture, hydroponics, and they were equipped with skills for lifelong resilience and entrepreneurship. These outcomes reflect not just technical progress, but a cultural shift. The agriculture is recognized as a dynamic, inclusive, and vital sector of Dominica's future, which we can all agree upon. As a specialized agency for agriculture in the Inter-American systems, IICA mission aligns seamlessly with this project. Over 80 years, we have worked across the Americas to do a few things. One, to strengthen food systems through sustainable production and climate resilience. Two, to empower rural communities by improving livelihoods and integrating youth into agri-entrepreneurship. And three, while we are here today, fostering regional collaboration to enhance trade, innovation, and knowledge sharing. This initiative mirrors IICA's strategic objectives, particularly in leveraging education and art to make agriculture more attractive to younger generations. By turning school gardens into classrooms and murals into storytelling tools, we've sown seeds of curiosity and pride in Dominica's agrarian roots. IICA's partnership within the OECS has also been pivotal in advancing sustainable agriculture, and climate resilience across the region. Initiatives such as giving support to the OECS FAST strategy and revitalizing the youth-focused platform in Antigua and Barbuda. We have hands-on technical guidance and resource mobilization have shown we are instrumental in reactivating such forums. We create new pathways for youth in agro-entrepreneurship and engage with policymakers and industrial leaders. The same spirit of empowerment drove our collaboration with the recent Youth Symposium in Agriculture in Dominica held last year, where emerging farmers champion climate-smart innovations. These ideas that will now shape an inclusive study tour to IICA's headquarters in Costa Rica, which will include the OECS Minister of Agriculture, Youth and Women Farmers. So from Antigua's Revitalized Youth Forum, Dominica's Youth Symposium and beyond, IICA is committed to turning dialogue into action. The upcoming study tour will accelerate this momentum, bridging policy and practice through exposure to cutting-edge technologies, agribusiness incubators, and IICA's innovation labs. I hope at some point in time we can have one of those within Dominica, what we call a Fab Lab, where it includes technology and fabrication in the agricultural sector. We do this by bringing stakeholders together across generations. So we are not just building climate resilience, but we are nurturing a regional movement where youth and women lead agriculture's transformative future. To the NBD, thank you for your visionary role in the ESG program. The commitment to recycling, soil health, and youth engagement sets the benchmark for corporate responsibility. To the teachers, principals of our three schools, St. Luke's, Daly's, and the Community High School, you are the lifeline and the heart of this project. Your enthusiasm for hands-on learning and creative problem solving ensures that these practices will endure far beyond today. To the Ministry of Agriculture, we extend our deepest appreciation for your unwavering support and policy guidance in advancing sustainable agriculture and climate resilience policies. Your partnership has been instrumental in aligning this project with national priorities for food security and rural development. To our artists, farmers, and community partners, the collaboration through agriculture thrives when it intersects with culture, tourism, and rural development. As we close this chapter, let us remember that sustainability is not a destination, but a journey. IICA remains dedicated to supporting Dominica and the wider region in scaling up such programs as school gardens and they be models to more communities, advocating for policies that prioritize food self-reliance and climate-smart agriculture, and strengthening partnerships that merge agriculture with education, art, and technology. Together, we've shown that when we invest in youth, innovation, and the environment, we cultivate not just crops, but opportunity, resilience, and hope. So to all of us here, I want to say congratulations, and let's continue to grow the movement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cyril, and for reminding us that sustainability is not a destination, but a journey. We will now call on Ms. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager, National Bank of Dominica Limited, to give some remarks. Make her feel welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Ryan Anthem, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Mr. Ricky Brumant, Director of Agriculture. Mr. Cyril Anthony, IICA Technical Specialist in Dominica. Mr. Cedric Charles, Deputy Managing Director, National Bank of Dominica Limited. Ms. Yanel Bruno, National Agriculture Educational Coordinator. Mrs. Sia Lafort-Gatson, our very own National Bank of Dominica Limited Brand Ambassador, and of course, Olympic gold medalists. Teachers and students of the St. Luke's Primary, the Daly's Primary School and the Community High School, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, NBD and IICA, good morning. It is truly a privilege to stand before you today on behalf of the National Bank of Dominica Limited as we celebrate the successful conclusion of our collaboration with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. This initiative has been an important part of our broader commitment to the principles of environmental, social, and governance. And we are thrilled to have played a role in promoting sustainable agricultural practices in our schools. At NBD, we understand that sustainability is about much more than just protecting the environment. It is about creating lasting opportunities for growth and development for future generations. This is why we are so passionate about supporting initiatives that help young people, especially students, to see the tremendous potential in the agricultural sector, not just in growing food, but in also understanding the broader role that agriculture plays in Dominica's economy, society, and the world at large. Through this program, we aim to instill a deeper understanding of the diverse and dynamic opportunities in agriculture. We wanted students to see that agriculture is not just about planting crops or raising animals. It's about technology, innovation, sustainability, and business. By teaching them about the different aspects of agriculture, whether it's eco-friendly farming techniques, sustainable resource management, or understanding the value chains that support agriculture, we hope to have sparked an interest in agricultural careers and entrepreneurship. At NBD, we believe that empowering young minds with the knowledge and tools to make informed decisions in the field of agriculture is crucial for their personal growth and for the future of our country. The program was not only about learning how to grow food, it was about building a foundation for a deeper connection to agriculture, whether that leads students to become farmers, agribusiness leaders, agricultural scientists, or sustainable advocates. The enthusiasm and creativity we witnessed from students throughout this initiative has truly been inspiring. They have learned the importance of sustainable farming practices, and they've also been introduced to broader perspectives within the agricultural sector. We are incredibly proud to see how this program has helped develop students' understanding of sustainable agricultural practices and their importance in shaping the future of food security and environmental health. It also inspired students to explore career opportunities in agriculture, encouraging them to see the sector of innovation and personal development. We also enabled empowerment to our young people to take an active role in creative solutions that promote the well-being of their communities, whilst also contributing to national and global sustainability goals. At NBD, our commitment to ESG practices is at the core of how we do business. We understand that our role as a financial institution extends beyond just banking. It is about fostering opportunities for growth and development, particularly in areas that align with sustainable futures, the sustainable future that we all want to see. This program has allowed us to actively contribute to the development of young minds, and we are proud to see the positive impact it has had on our future leaders in the field of agriculture. As we pass the baton to the next group of leaders who will carry this program forward, we are confident that the seeds of knowledge and passion that have been planted will continue to grow. The principles of ESG will remain central to our efforts at NBD, and we are committed to supporting further initiatives that promote sustainability, education, and, of course, the development of our youth. In closing, I want to emphasize the future of agriculture in Dominica and in the world. It will rely on innovation, creativity, and passionate leaders such as you young people who are sitting here with us today. We have shown you the door to the world, and we would like you to take the opportunity. It is now up to you to walk through it, to learn more, and to become the change makers who will shape a sustainable future for all. Thank you once again to our partners, participants, and everyone who have contributed to the success of this program. We look forward to seeing the continued growth and success of this initiative and to watch the next generation lead the way forward in agricultural fields. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Joseph. And now we will have remarks by Mr. Ryan Ansom, who is the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here to bring remarks. But first, I want to bring you greetings from the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Roland Roye. He brings his and sends his regards. I want to first acknowledge Mrs. Tia Lafont-Gadson, and you would notice I changed the protocol, NBD brand ambassador and Olympic gold medalist. Also want to recognize Mr. Anthony Cyril, my friend, IICA specialist in Dominica. Recognize the presence of the Director of Agriculture, Mr. Bruman. Acknowledge the technical officers, Kian Stevenson and Miranda Laurent Stevenson. Also the coordinator of the Youth and Education Program, Ms. Yanel Bruno. And students, special welcome and good morning to the students and the teachers of the schools, participating schools, the media, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is truly an honor to stand before you today to celebrate the remarkable achievement of the IICA NBD, Environmental, Social, and Governance, for short ESG, school program. A visionary initiative that has genuinely sown the seeds of transformative change for our beloved agriculture and Dominica. Today is not simple the conclusion of a project, rather it marks the birth of a movement in agriculture, we believe, that will fuel the passion, creativity, the dedication of our school children and our youth. We have to be mindful that our school children will grow into the youth and they will be the future extensionists, the future farmers. And so we welcome this initiative. We have embraced this initiative to enhance sustainability, and sustainability is a foundation principle for the lives and to enhance food and nutrition security of our nation. So we can say sustainability is the future of our generation. I was told that the general objective of the ESG program is to promote sustainable food and nutrition production for the future of our generation, and that is why we're doing it with school children. And Mr. Cyril, I think in the future we have to start at the early kindergarten age. The primary school is good, but a future program, let's start in the preschool and the kindergarten age. And so I want to personally applaud IICA and NBD. And the reason for that is that through initiative, we have attempted to enhance our food feeding program at the schools. And we believe this initiative will support not only the students planting the different crops and livestock, but that linkage between the school garden and to enhance the school feeding program at all our schools. And so we are thankful for this initiative. This initiative has flourished through invaluable collaboration, deeply enriched by the expertise and regional insights of our esteemed partners, such as IICA, NBD, and Mr. Bruman, you know I'll always put the FAO in there. So the Food and Agriculture Organization and other partners such as WOOS and OECS and CARICOM. You have provided examples and best practices that will impact our students. Equally deserving is our heartfelt gratitude to the National Bank of Dominica. Your foresight in integrating environmental, social, and governance principles into a practical community and in our schools stands as a powerful testament to corporate responsibility and visionary leadership. You have clearly demonstrated that the banking not only goes through loans and mortgages, but fundamentally investing in sustainable prosperity for our nation and the potential of our young citizens. The fruits that the ESG project extend far beyond classrooms. And that is why we say it's not only doing the practical, but practicing agriculture teaches you discipline. It teaches you to appreciate your food and nutrition security. It teaches you to appreciate a number of things because the discipline in agriculture provides you with that avenue to say, yes, we are eating local and we are supporting local. And the reason for that, I seldomly go out of my script, but it is important to be practical. The new tariffs that the US is imposing, and we have to be mindful it will affect the price of our commodity on the shelves. And this initiative, we have taught our students to grow their own food. And more, eat what you grow and grow what you eat is going to be more significant. And we're talking about tariff. We can go back and speak about the wars and the conflicts. This is going to raise the price of food. And so this initiative, let us not see it as a project, but as many speakers before, it's a movement. And we cannot stop to say that the project is end, but the initiative has to continue. To our teachers, the students, I understood we have 3 schools. St. Luke Primary School, Daly's Primary School, and the Dominica High School. And Dominica Community High School, sorry. And Mr. Bruman, for some reason, the Granby Primary School was not there. But we will speak of that priority, yes. You are a cornerstone of this endeavor. Your best practices, innovation, and your commitment to embedding these principles and values in the minds and hearts of our youth have laid the foundation for our future generation. Ladies and gentlemen, let us today categorize our students and our teachers and extension and our farmers as heroes. We call them food heroes. And I want to emphasize that. Farmers and people that produce food, they are heroes. Because if you don't eat, Mr. Technical Officer, there is no survival. So water is classified as food, but these are key ingredients for our survival. And so we have to be mindful that what we do in providing food for the nation, and not only Dominica, we also provide food for regional brothers and sisters, and that is significant. So I want to send the call again that don't see this as a project, as an initiative, as a pilot, but use this as a best practice so we can enhance and expand it to other schools. And before I came there, I had a conversation with the director, and I said, Director, we must bring this initiative to all schools, to every single school. I believe we have 72 schools, 74 schools, including our early childhood. So we have to enhance that. Looking ahead, the possibilities before us are limitless. We want to expand that to other schools. We want to drive this initiative as a best practice in our sector, and we aim to strengthen the partnership with the NBD, not in these areas, but further collaboration with NBD, because we do have issues. One of the fundamental issues facing young people is capital. And how do we provide the avenue for young people to invest in agriculture? And so I send a call to NBD. We need to reduce the interest rate, and for our farmers, particularly our women and youth, to benefit. I was not really looking for applause, but this is important because one of the limitations that young people is telling us through our assessment is that the starting capital and availability of land, but we're working on the land. So we urge you to provide special packages for our young people and women that can encourage them to invest in agriculture. To IICA, our partners, NBD and IICA, let us view today not as an endpoint, but as a promising beginning of an even deeper collaboration and to transfer the technology to other schools and to provide that avenue of research and development to our students. As we reflect on this occasion, let us remain mindful that sustainability is not merely one-time event, but a lifetime commitment. The seeds planted today must continue to grow, flourish, bear fruits for generations to come. So when you plant the seed, you have to water it, we say irrigate it, we have to fertilize it, we have to prune it sometimes, and we have to provide some pest management. And so this initiative cannot just remain here in this room as a closing ceremony. We have to do it. And I want to close by reminding you that whatever you do, your future is your action. So if you destroy the environment, there will not be a future for our generation. So again, I wish to thank IICA and NBD and all the partners, the teachers and the students, and to assure you that the Ministry of Agriculture will provide the necessary support to enhance this initiative. Once again, thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anson, and thank you for reminding us that agriculture is multidisciplinary and that our farmers, producers, processors, and others are our food heroes. Now we will have a choral presentation by the students of the St. Luke's Primary School.
For leading the way, and to NBD for your partnership. Empowering the youth. Yes, that's the truth. Sustainable food production. But that's the best action. Nutrition security. That must become our reality. Woo! What a program! Let's promote agricultural knowledge. Encourage food self-reliance. Get involved in small space farming and enjoy income opportunities for a better future. With partners so strong, we can't go wrong. We'll plan
amazing performances. Give them another round of applause. All right. So moving along, we come to a very interesting and important part of the program where you have the schools actually giving testimonials and testimonies of things that they've experienced from this project and how it has impacted and affected them. So the first testimonial we have is from Mr. Edie Williams, teacher from the Dailies Primary School. Please let him feel welcome.
Mr. Ryan Ansel, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Blue and Green Economy. Mr. Ricky Brumant, Director of Agriculture. Mr. Anthony Cyril, IICA Technical Specialist in Dominica. Mr. Cedric Charles, Deputy Manager, Director, National Bank. Ms. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager, National Bank. Ms. Thea Lafont, NBD Brand Ambassador, Olympic gold medalist. There's an excitement when this name is mentioned in the list. Yeah. Teachers and students of St. Luke's Primary School, the Dailies Primary School, and the Dominica Community High School. Staff of the Ministry of Agriculture and NBD. Good morning to everyone. It's indeed a pleasure to be here. If you have ever visited Dailies Primary School, you will notice acres of land. And for the past many years, I've been a teacher there. It was just barren, just trees, grass, cows, goats. But today, it blooms with all kinds of vegetables you can think of, including in fruits, an orchard, and of course, dragon fruit, which we have never seen before. We have seen it at the supermarkets at a ridiculous price, but now we can grow dragon fruit and many other plants. It is interesting that the students now have a hands-on on all the different types of plants, how to plant the different crops, when to plant them. And with irrigation, it's also a blessing for our school. We have the river to our left, one to our right. We have the springs that's close. So we also have water harvesting, where we have the tanks, and children have learned how to build a ramp pump to bring water from Subaya River up to the school to irrigate the greenhouse and all the other plants. Let me tell you, we have sold a lot of veggies and fruits, especially yellow watermelon, which we have not really seen in our community. It is a great day, that day when the people who initiated this great thing to utilize the land and really bring value to our school. Also, I notice children eat their veggies now. They ask for it. Another thing we just harvested were white potatoes. Lots of it. And who knew that we grow here? So we have sold lots of veggies, lots of potatoes, cucumbers, kale, lettuce, seasoning pepper, bell peppers, and our fruit trees, which are growing quite well. Very soon, I've already seen the pomegranates producing, and other trees. And
we still have more to come. Chickens, goats, hydroponics, and fish pond. We have the water for this, so we just can't wait to see all these things happening in our schools. Also, lots of people are visiting our school. It used to be called away and behind God's back and all kind of nonsense. But today, everybody's visiting our school, newly renovated, so it's a beauty to behold. So I thank everyone with the initiative and the vision for seeing us through. And if you believe in prophetic words, it has been said that Dominica will become the food basket of the Caribbean. And even people might be moving to Dominica for that, because of that. So it has happened, it's already happening in this. So we're really going to believe that these things will come to pass, and all what we wish for or we prayed for will be coming to pass. So I thank everyone today for all what is happening, the bank, the Ministry of Agriculture, the government, and all those with the vision and the thoughts of having just not one place, but to extend to all the little communities. And I hope all the other schools will have this program as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. And we will have another testimonial by Ms. Natifa Debon. And it is coming from a student of the Dominica Community High School. So you will be getting it from the perspective of the students today.
Good morning once again. Mr. Ryan Ansem, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Mr. Ricky Brumant, Director of Agriculture. Mr. Anthony Cyril, IICA Technical Specialist in Dominica. Mr. Cedric Charles, Deputy Managing Director, National Bank of Dominica Limited. Mrs. Michelle Joseph, Marketing Manager, National Bank Limited. Mrs. Theola Thorpe-Gatson, NBD Brand Ambassador, and Olympic gold medalist, teachers and students of the St. Luke Primary School and the List Primary School and the Dominica Community High School, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture and NBD. We express great gratitude to NBD and on choosing DCHS as one of the schools to benefit from this program. We appreciate the tools which you have reserved for us. The grow bags we received are currently in use, growing bell peppers, which are being harvested as we speak. We are more than grateful for this opportunity. The extension of the automatic irrigation system has made it easier, and there is no need to water plants manually. We thank you for that. The trip to 1 mile was very useful. We were further educated upon tissue culture, hydroponics, and composting. The training on sustainable farming will be put to good use. On the behalf of Dominica Community High School, we say thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Debon. And I noticed that there's a photo up on the banner with a collection of some of the activities it was compiled and used to make a banner. So after, you all can have a look at it. Okay, so right now we're going to welcome on stage Mrs. Thea Lafogatson to do the feature address, and she is an Olympic gold medalist. Has anybody been close to an Olympic gold medalist before? I haven't. All right. So an Olympic gold medalist and NBD's brand ambassador to give the feature address. Okay, so please welcome her.
Good morning, beautiful people. Oh, we need to do that again. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. There we are. We're awake now. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for having me here. I'm very excited. Good morning to Mr. Ryan Anselm, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, Mr. Ricky Brumans, Director of Agriculture, Mr. Anthony Cyril, IICA's Technical Specialist in Dominica, Mrs. Miranda Stevenson, the Technical Officer, Projects and Services, Mr. Cedric Charles, Deputy Managing Director of the National Bank of Dominica Limited, Ms. Michelle Joseph, the Marketing Manager of National Bank of Dominica Limited. To my educators and my students, good morning. Welcome. I am so excited to have you here. These other people are lovely. They're lovely, but you guys to me are the special guests here today, okay? And last but certainly not least, the staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, the IICA, and of course, National Bank friends and family. Good morning. So it is no surprise that to me, the best thing about Dominica is its people, first and foremost. But the second best is the land. And to me, the best collaborations occur when those two things come together to produce greatness. Now, agriculture is especially excitable for me because I grew up with it. As a child, my parents would take me to Castle Bruce. My great-grandfather would put me on his hip and we'd go walking through the fields. He taught me about soil irrigation, cycling through soil so you don't use up all the nutrients in one area to ensure that the next season you still have a good harvest. And then my father took it even further. For many years, he was known to work in the agricultural sector, specializing in fruits and vegetables with Dexia, and even at some point being a florist. So you would think I have a green thumb. Somehow, maybe it skipped this generation for me. But what I am hoping is that you guys are able to pick up where maybe I left off. The exciting thing about Dominica is that everything grows, which means that we have an ability to not only expand our agricultural industry, but to ensure that we have food for you and for the next generation coming after. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to ask a favor from you guys. What I would like to do, if possible, are you listening back there? I'm watching you, you know. Okay, I'm asking you a favor. Can I come and visit your gardens once it gets started? May I? Yes? Will you teach me all the things I don't yet know about agriculture? That means you have to learn it now, because you have to be ready to teach me. So are you going to be ready to teach me? Okay. Pinky promise? Let me see the pinkies. Pinky promise? Okay, I will hold you to it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful that this initiative is occurring and that we and a team at National Bank of Dominica are able to partner with IICA and the ESG to ensure that we are not only establishing very healthy agricultural benefits and habits, but also nurturing it to produce more in the future. It really is not about the now, it is always about the future. And here today, this is a great beginning, emphasis on the word beginning, of beautiful things to come. Like we said, we are using up a lot of resources here on Earth. Climate change is occurring all around us. It is important that we are creating and establishing institutions and programs that ensure that these young people have access not only to food, but nutrients to help grow them physically, mentally, and emotionally. We want them to be able to get everything they need. And our educators are taking care of that in the classroom, and now they can also help us take care of that food-wise. And that's exciting. Because like I said, the green thumb, maybe I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But I'm excited for you to begin your steps to get there. So I'm very excited to be here today. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And I want you to leave here remembering something that my father also told me, is that if you take care of the land will take care of you, right? And I'm really excited about dragon fruit. You guys grew dragon fruit? Exciting. And we are quickly seeing that if we give it a chance, if we take those first steps, then beautiful things can blossom beyond the fruit, but truly the knowledge to ensure that agricultural success is established and preserved for the future. That is where I will stop today. You had a lot of people speaking at you today, but I'm excited that I at least got to say a little something. So thank you for listening. Thank you, and thank you for having me. Okay? Take care.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mrs. Fiala Fogatson. And I made a note of this incredible statement. If you take care of the land will take care of you. Okay, so if you don't remember anything else today, remember that. Okay, so now we will have a video presentation. While we please turn your eyes to the front.
Agriculture isn't just about soil and seeds. It's about innovation, creativity, and empowering the next generation. That's why the National Bank of Dominica, NBD, in partnership with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, launched the ESG School Project, a groundbreaking initiative to redefine farming for the future. The Environmental, Social, and Governance Initiative, launched by the NBD, encompasses environmental sustainability, community engagement, and responsible banking policies. NBD recognizes the impact of climate change and environmental degradation and is committed to preserving the local environment. With a focus on food self-reliance and sustainability, this project equips young Dominicans with the tools to thrive, transforming small spaces into productive design farms, turning waste into compost, and merging agriculture with art and tourism. From school gardens to community murals, the NBD-ECA partnership is sowing seeds of change, blending tradition with technology, and fostering a culture where agriculture means opportunity, resilience, and pride. Join us in celebrating a greener, brighter future where every seed planted today grows into tomorrow's success. This is the NBD-ECA ESG School Project.
All right, thank you so much. At this time, we will have the official handing over of the school supplies to the various schools. So we will call on IICA and NBD representatives to lead this area.
You know, everything was so well planned except this part. It was just on the agenda. But I mean, we have representatives from the three schools, so I can maybe add lib it. Maybe or from a principal of every school maybe come forward. And we can do some ceremonial handing over. Yes. Well, yeah. This is something else we'll be handing over to the schools. It's like an interactive workboard. So you can go up in the schools, and the students now can come with dry erase markers and start to decide what is composting. So what do you collect? What do you layer with? The mixing, the maintenance, and what color it will be when it's ready. And you'll get black gold. What we call match the waste is to inform people about the different components that we work with every day. So in match the waste, you look at the components there, the items there, and you will determine whether it's compostable, recyclable, or trash. So you can draw lines on it. I think maybe the bank can have one in there for some customer appreciation day, and people can come up. And when you look at the rotting rates, you will determine and you match the lines as to how long each commodity will take to decompose. Some never, some couple thousand years, but we understand the importance so that that can go in the classrooms on the boards for perpetuity. That is one of our initiatives. And then we did some posters as well, what they call Trash the Treasure, where you go to schools and you can see the do's and don'ts for composting. And there's a QR code to send you to a video for composting for kids. And you can never forget the importance of water, as Dominica is land of water. So it's a smart job to grow strong crops. So we show how 1 drop of water can grow either whole greenhouse of crops. and we give some of the fun facts there, which is pretty interesting. One rooftop can collect 600 gallons of water from just 1 inch of rain. So one shower can fill a water tank, more or less. And then into the organics and how they maintain the soil being very healthy. These are what some of the things there. And for our students, some lovely sun hats because we know with climate change and the heat and the greenhouse is being very hot, so have some sun hats so they can do some work under. You saw in the video we did some murals at 2 schools, Community High School and St. Luke's Primary. So we did some canvases with one over to the bank. We have the other one from Community High School, from Michelle right there. So, and as you can see, these are the symbolic tools of the what we are giving. But to highlight what was donated, some of the major things we did was interventions that Paul Michel was grabbing of the greenhouse with composting technology, but composting more or less for young children. So when they have the beans that they can grow it, it's not a very intensive system, and some raised beans that they can grow the crops, and the irrigation and the system to irrigate the greenhouse is one of more technology advanced you can use for cell book. At Community High School, as our friend said, we did the irrigation system, and we did growing bags, not plastic bags, but what it was fiber bags. So at some point they will decompose. So in the greenhouse, these bags can decompose back into the soil. But when we are using it for the tomatoes, and we are now constructing a composting facility. One of the good things of that was the bank now has an issue with excess paper. So in that facility at Community High School, you can go into that compost facility at the school, so there will be no need to burn that paper. So that the shredded paper, sorry. So that is on the construction and what these people are right there. The pre-bin system is a little more physical and not like the system we will do for the primary school. And at Daly's primary school, we did the same system for irrigation, but Daly's now has what we call leaking water. And another term Ms. Stevenson told me, Miranda. So there's some water, full-time interventions where we constructed an intake system, with William said a ramp pump, which works purely on the power of the water pressure. So no need for solar or electricity, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a tap. So they have water flowing full time. So their fishing system now can come and swim because there's no issue with water. So again, I think it was a very good initiative by NBD. Going forward, we hope we can do more. Like I told Ms. Jolie, the project has come to an end, but the program continues. Because like Dr. said, we have to go to the farms now, the gardens, and see that they are still working. And at some point, I hope we can.
Just want to inform us that we will be doing a photo op afterwards, so we can get everything together. So don't leave because we will be needing photos of everyone. So now we're going to invite the National Bank of Dominica to give the vote of thanks.
This has been a very humbling experience, from painting at the St. Luke's Primary School over the Christmas holidays to learning about crop cycles with this lovely young lady right here at the Community High School. Over the past few months, we have had the distinct pleasure of interacting with not only the ministry officials and the officials of IICA, but it has indeed been a great pleasure to interact with the students of the different schools. And we do hope that this is not the end, but it is merely a next stage, the beginning of a next stage in this project. This is the hardest part of any ceremony, and I hope that I will cover everyone who has played a part in this program. So I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all our partners who made this program possible. I would like to start with, of course, the National Bank of Dominica Limited, the management and staff who played a pivotal role in the execution of this project. It would be remiss of me to not mention in particular Ms. Carla Rudet, who she started from the very beginning and she brought this idea to life and has passed it on to the rest of the institution. Unfortunately, she could not be here with us today, but we would like to acknowledge her. Also, the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, whose expertise, determination, passion, and support, which was fundamental and instrumental in delivering the program's content to the students of the various schools through the provision of not only technical but practical support and resources. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, whose thrust for sustainable development has been a driving force behind the success of this initiative. And lastly, but most importantly, the teachers, students, and schools who have embraced this opportunity with such enthusiasm and commitment. The St. Luke's Primary School, the Daly's Primary School, and the Community High School. Your participation and excitement has made all the difference, and we're excited to see how you will continue to grow in the field of agriculture. We would also like to mention all the individuals who made this ceremony a success. The staff of the National Bank of Dominica marketing team, Ms. Alian Abel and Mariana Lugue, our brand ambassador, the lovely Mrs. Sia Lafogatson, and the staff, the duo, I should say, of the IICA, Mr. Anthony Cyril and Ms. Maureen Dominic. They are really just an office of two, but they are very strong and forceful in their impact. So thank you once again for all those who attended this morning. A special thank you to the performers, those who gave testimonials, and we really hope that we will see you all in the future. We will be visiting your schools, and we will be looking forward to those fruit baskets that we'll receive from each school. Okay? So thank you once again, and have a great day.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. We have come to the end of the formal part of the ceremony. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to do the photo shoot or photo op, by schools. So we want the entire contingent of students and staff up front, together with representatives from all the partnering institutions. So we can start here. We can start with this school. Daly's Primary School. Yes, definitely.
A special good morning to you, our lovely viewers. I'd like to thank you all for staying tuned in for the implementation of activities under the NBD ESG program on sustainable practices, closing and handing over ceremony. Compliments the National Bank of Dominica Limited, NBD, and the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA or IICA, in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy. Thank you all for staying tuned in. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And remember, Emonews, every moment online. Good day.